Hey guys, Boone down south here. I got a new 40-pound recurve bow from Tachyon Archery. So we're gonna open that up, gonna kind of go over it with you and test it out. And over the next couple weeks, I'm gonna put a lot of arrows to it and see what I think about it. So I'll let you know. So stay tuned, hit that like and subscribe. Oh man, you see that? Yeah, so basically like last year, I finished my recurve that I was building. It was a Bingham Projects Takedown Recurve bow that I built. And when that one ended, it ended up, I was shooting for 45 pounds, ended up around 47, but I actually had that kit for 4 years before I even put it together as a thing. And in that 4 years, I've had surgery on both of my shoulders, okay? So, turned out 47 inches at 28-inch draw, but I got a 29-inch draw, so it was a little more than that. And I was shooting it every day, really enjoying it. It came out really good. You can check all the videos on that. I did a whole thing on how to build it, and I'm hoping to do another one here soon. Start building another one, because it's just fun to build these bows. But anyway, I wanted an everyday shooter that was lighter than that, because my arms were shoulders starting to ache a little bit. So I went and got just a cheap one off Amazon. It was a Black Hunter, and there's tons of reviews for Black Hunters out there on YouTube. You can check those out. But it turned out to be a really nice bow. I got it in 35 pounds, and I was using that for my daily shooter. My youngest daughter, I made a bow a long time ago, just a redwood oak board bow that I built for her, and that was one of my first ones I built. And I was shooting for much higher weight and taking off too much wood. It came out around 12 pounds. But when she was younger, she was shooting that, and she really liked that. When I was using my Black Hunter, shooting that, she came out and wanted to try it, and she was able to shoot that really good with a 35-pound draw. Of course, her draw length isn't the same. She had no problem shooting that and really liked it and wanted to always shoot when I shot. And so I thought, you know what, it's getting cool again. She's gonna start shooting with me some more. So I figured I'd get me another one. So, all right, so you know I do a lot of videos, a lot of reviews and stuff, and pretty much when I'm reviewing stuff, it's stuff that I have purchased myself for my needs and decided to go ahead and review the product. And I try to give a straightforward, fair, honest review, give the pros and cons of things. Now, in full disclosure, Tachyon Archery reached out to me. They wanted me to do some reviews on some of their products. So I've got this bow is from Tachyon. They sent that to me, so we're gonna give an honest review about it. We're gonna put it through its paces, shoot it quite a bit over the next several weeks. You know, go from there, and I'll kind of share my thoughts with you, go over the details of the bow. They also sent me one of their bowstrings that has rabbit fur silencers on it. So I'm gonna try that on my size from a Black Hunter bow, and I'm gonna try that too, but that'll be a different video, kind of go over that. But anyway, just gonna, you know, go over that, just wanna put that out of full disclosure. And so since I was already gonna plan on getting another one for my daughter to be able to shoot with me, timing wise, this worked out really good. It is this package, a lot of excess space in this box. There we go, Tachyon Archery. That's the name of the brand. Looks like the box was damaged a little bit here, so I hope that doesn't impact anything that's inside here. Oh yeah, it looks like what was hit was just this end right here. So actually, it's packaged very nicely. Move this instruction sheet out of the side here. So what got hit here was probably, what we got in here is probably some of the hardware involved. In this kit, they do come with an arm guard, and I've got all that kind of stuff, but let's take a look at this riser. Looks very nice. Very smooth. Pretty light. Feels good in my hand, a good size. Good size. So I like that. A lot of detail in the woodworking here. So I like that. Let's see what these limbs look like. There we go, walnut limbs. And nice screen groove put in here. Looks like the nocks are, you know, layered enough for faster strings. Feels good. Looks pretty good. Looks kind of similar to what I built last year on my kit. And yeah. All right, well let's string this thing up, see what it looks like. So you can see here, you've got the bolt for the limb. And the one I built, you know, you got the bolt, but you've got the, so the one I built, you've got the bolt, and there was a pin underneath here that went up inside the the limb to keep it positioned in that vertical pattern. And in this model, what they've got is they've got these edges, and it's almost like a slot that the limb slides into, and then the bolt goes in to keep the limb from twisting in the socket there. But everything that came on the bow, bowstringer came with it, got some padding for the rest, got some cat whiskers to put on, string knock, the string, and there's an arm guard in here. And open this up here. Okay, the bowstring is pre-waxed, and you can tell by feeling it. Feels pretty good. Now, one thing that they came pre-installed on this are these finger thingies, and I've never used this before shooting traditional archery gear. I'm gonna try it out and see what I think about it. I imagine the extra weight might have an effect as far as slow it down a little bit, but we're gonna see. So I'll try it anyway. I've got a knock I need to put on, but let's go ahead and get this strung up. All right, looks pretty good. I don't see any limb twist at all on either side. I'm gonna take a look at this. Looks really good from that perspective. Gonna finish this off by getting some arrows, kind of see where I need to put my pad right here and give it a go. And this is a 62-inch bow. So I've got a 58-inch is the one I built. The Bingham Projects bow that I did, it was a 58-inch takedown recurve. The Black Hunter is a 60-inch. This is a 62-inch. This is longer than what I shot in the past. I expect it to shoot a little smoother, given it's longer like that, but we'll see. All right, so still shooting this Tachyon Archery bow, and I'm actually liking it. I mean, it shoots smooth. I'm kind of trying to compare it with something that's in its same class, and that would be the Black Hunter that is well known about. You can search out, there's reviews all over YouTube on that. I have one of those in a 35-pound model, and that's a 60-inch bow. This is a 62-inch, so I am noticing a little difference in the length of it, but let me show you a couple things what I did. The string came with string savers. I went ahead and pulled them off. So that, in my mind, that's good for kids or somebody just wants a casual shoot. But with archery, you got to be consistent. You got to do the same thing every time. And I shoot with a glove, and basically I don't want those string fingers on there. So if you don't want them on there, no big deal, because none of the string whiskers aren't on here. The knock's not on here when you get it. So you just got to pull them down at the end and peel them off, okay, with the string not on the bow, obviously. And it takes a little bit of effort to get them over because you've got a loop in the bowstring, you know, and that, so you're kind of like pulling double the string through that. The string saver off, or your finger saver rather, off of that. And so I pulled the finger savers off, mounted the knock. I think it's a little high, got to do a little adjustment. I haven't set the brace height yet, but I want to get here and shoot the stuff. So I'm going to check the brace height in a little bit and twist that bowstring to get the brace height to the way they recommend it. I went ahead and tied the string whiskers on, the cat whiskers on, that they do come with it. So there's plenty of YouTube videos on how to tie those on. And basically, you know, so far it's shooting well for me. I like it. It really doesn't feel any different than the Black Hunter, to be honest with you, in my hands. It's very nicely done. I mean, you can see how nice the woodwork was on it. It's tapped for holes if you want that sort of a thing, for mounting a quiver or whatever you want. There's a, you know, a plunger hole I set on there. I covered that up with my backing here, so you don't see that. But so far it's been a nice shooting bow. I'm enjoying it anyway. So I mean, so far I'm thinking it's worth the money, but I'm going to keep on shooting this thing. Try to get 500 shots or so through it before I wrap this thing up. That's the idea. I just really want to work this thing out and see where it goes. Shooting, and quite honestly I like it. I mean, there's not really much difference from, like, say, the Black Hunter, and you've seen all the reviews out there. I put quite a few arrows through this thing, and you know, I don't see any delamination. I don't see any wear on this bow anywhere. You know, once you put the string whiskers on, it's quiet. It's got a smooth draw. It is 62 inches, right? So it's got a smooth draw to it. It's steady. It's not stacking hard. So overall, I'm feeling pretty good about this thing. I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna do a little shooting with my daughter a little bit later. Do a little shooting together. So, but I have put it through the paces. From what I can do, I've shot it quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. I think it's a good quality product anyway. And you get everything you need. And like I said, you know, it does come with the finger savers initially. So if you're just starting out and you don't have a glove, you know, and that's fine, right? But since I already have a glove and everything, you want to be consistent in archery. You want to always do what you're doing. You want to come at same anchor, same release, same way you hold everything. So it's all about consistency in traditional, well, in all archery really. Whether you're using compound bow or traditional, it doesn't matter. Like I said, I took those off, and you can do that if you want. It comes with the knot, comes with the string savers. It does come with a bow stringer as well. So it's not like you gotta bend the leg and all that kind of stuff. You get a stringer with it. So anyway, that's the scoop. Seems like a really solid bow. It's a very attractive bow, designed very well. It still amazes me that it hits where I'm looking, because I'm just doing instinctive style where you're not using the arrow to aim. I know it may be in your background focus or something, but I'm not looking at the bow, not looking at the arrow, looking at the target, still working on it. But it's just amazing to me that somehow your brain figures this stuff out. Go ahead. Nice. Nice, sir. Oh man, you see that? You got a group like that tight. I don't know we shoot groups, one arrow at a time, but
one of those
she was her.
Mine now.
All right, guys, just to give you a wrap up, did a little more shooting with the Black Hunter bow today because my daughter was shooting with me. She wanted to try out the Tachyon Recurve, which is, again, it's a 40-pound bow, it's a little bit heavier. She can shoot it, but it was a little tough for her to get the full draw, and you know, we don't want to overbow her. So she went back to the Black Hunter, but I shot the Black Hunter a little bit, and you know, I really like the Black Hunter, but honestly, after shooting the Tachyon bow, the handle just feels so much nicer than the Black Hunter. And again, it's personal preference, but the Black Hunter has more of a bulbous type handle, and it's more slender on the Tachyon Takedown Recurve, and I just, after shooting it, I like that better. Anyway, it's a solid bow. They're both great bows, to be honest with you, but it's a solid bow, and I've been shooting for a while and haven't had any issues with it. You know, seem like quality material, quality builds, and it shoots real smooth. So, I mean, I can recommend it, you know, for somebody starting out, or even somebody just wants to shoot, maybe just getting into the sport. It is a great thing, because I think it's only like $159, something like that on Amazon, and you get everything to start. You don't have a glove, but they give you the finger savers with it. So, again, you don't need a glove with finger savers. But again, if it's something you really like, you probably want to go down the glove route at some point, or a tab, you know, again, preferences. Yeah, I mean, I can recommend a product, and yes, they did send that to me, asked me to review it. But I spent some good time with it, and I'm going to continue shooting that bow with my others. But I mean, it's I like shooting the bow. It's got a good feel to it. I don't think you can beat the price for the quality that you get out of it. So yeah, I'm going to give this guy a thumbs up. So you can check it out. I'll put the link down below. And if you don't mind, hit that subscribe, and we'll see you next time.